What's up guys, Bussy here. Today we are opening Rogues Gallery, one of the final two expansions currently available for the Traveller customizable card game. I surely hope that there will be more come in soon because I'm ready to pay money for more expansions for this card game. I'm absolutely loving it. Rogues Gallery predominantly focuses on crew this time, and of course when you look at crew there will be some additional things that we can also focus on, like gear that goes on crew, like where are you going, like heroic actions and other things like that. So let's use the trusty scissors, our good old friend, to get into the shrink wrap. Now immediately we're gonna start with a gear that has a bit of an issue. Skeletal replacement, cybernetic, 2 cost, integral. Attached crew member gains mechanical, resilient and unsavory. The attached crew member increases their health capacity by 1. Problem is mechanical can't have resilient. And I'm still waiting for a response from you guys at Traveller CCG, hint hint, to tell me what's the final errata decision on this card. So please let me know. Otherwise, it's a cracking card. I like it particularly for that ability to increase the health of one of your crew members. Now, from my point of view, what I would say is in fact, probably my buddy and I will play it that we're just going to ignore mechanical, because clearly the idea is that you get resilient. Clearly the crew member is capable of healing the wounds back up at the end of the turn. Turn it into bloody, whatchamacallit, Wolverine. So we start with 3 skeletal replacements. If you want my word of advice until we get an errata on this, just ignore the mechanical. We got 3 copies of Zappy Gun, because it goes zap zap, dummy. 2 cost, energy, exotic, action phase, use it, pay 1, inflict 1 structural damage on target ship upgrade. Or use it, tap it, tap target mechanical crew member. Or use it, pay 1, suppress the text box of target non-primitive ship upgrade, gear. Now this particular case, like, it would be good that you could use this to tap the skeletal replacement, but well, you know, there's plenty of options on the card to make it good nevertheless. Okay, so moving on, we got Argus Associates. Not many connections cost 4, so clearly we're gonna get something real nice for this. Extravagant, mercenary, crew members you control without any other armor source gain 1 armor. And as a reaction, tap it, jettison it. If target crew member would suffer 1 or more wound, reduce the wound inflicted to 0. Wow, that's good. Now, because the game predominantly revolves around the crew members, being able to give them armor from this card and to be able to basically avoid losing them, that's a fantastic card. This should see play in a lot of decks, in my opinion. Now, let's move on to the crew members. We have Baron Untold Laxand, 3 cost, Imperial Mercenary, Mercantile even, Noble, Human, Train level Admin, Train level Pilot. 3 wounds, tap it, jettison a connection, pay 1, remove from play target complication. Wow, that's pretty good. When generating this ability, you may increase its cost by 2, so you pay 3 instead of 1. If you do, resolve the target complication instead. This is really cool for the Safari ship because you kind of want to solve complications instead of jettisoning them, and that is actually pretty good for those that you might not be capable of solving otherwise. We got Ace Turner here. 2 cost, Imperial Unsavory. We have expert level Underworld. I love that the guy is posing in the front of the royal ship from Star Wars Episode 1. It's a Nubian. Can't pay for anything. Infamous. Concealed 2. Difficult to target. It's pretty good. Infamous. Off the top of my head, I don't know what that keyword means, and my rulebook is in the next door. When you put a stunner into play from your hand, target an Imperial card. That would be somewhat there. Target's controller pays its cost, or the target is returned to its owner's hand. That's nice. That's nice. That's the combination of all the things you get. Difficult to target. You get an expert level on the world, and what you can do with this when it comes into play. I like to see that we have another enter the battlefield ability here on another crew member. There hasn't been enough of those. Captain Joseph L. Brown V. 4 cost, very expensive, but oh geez, celebrity, extravagant, mercantile. You have an expert level ace of spades. You can choose whatever you want on an expert level when you generate your tokens, and you also get a train level pilot. Equity, which means you can only pay for this card with cards from the top of your deck. All cards with native 0 gain +1 when expanded. So this would become 1 on the additional copies that I know you will include in your deck because it's a fantastic card. Oh, Deadeye. Doggo. 3 cost. Imperial, Mercenary, Veteran, Varger, Expert level combat. Can pay for 1. While Deadeye is performing an action, he gains armor piercing 1. And any concealed on the target is ignored. That's absolutely fantastic. And the built-in wounding method. Right, as an action, tap him, pay 1, inflict 1 damage, 1 wound on target crew member. Deadeye is absolutely brilliant. Probably gonna go into my bounty hunter deck pretty much as soon as I'm done recording this video. Joanna Musashi. Joanna Musashi. Imperial Mercantile, Human, Trained level Admin, Trained level Psychic. It looks like Tina Turner from Mad Max 3, a little bit. Once per turn, as a reaction, pay 2 after you resolve a mercantile adventure or complication, gain 1 victory point. Nice. Action phase, use costs Joanna an additional 1. That's not that good. You're playing her to get the nice tokens, you're playing her to get the extra victory points. You're not necessarily playing her to make her use other gear cards. Stuart Smith, PhD, 3 cost, Imperial, Amiable, Professional, Human, with a train level Science and a train level Social skill. When Stuart performs a heroic action, he may generate the expert effect even if he only has the trained level of the skill. Ooh, that's good. Particularly that he's got 2 train level skills, so I am immediately thinking about Chemical Solvent, Universal Solvent. Ooh, that's a nice combo, isn't it? Yes, it is. Yes, it is. In the action phase, as an action, you can pay 2 and gain a pilot skill until the end of the round. I'm 99% sure that's not pilot skill, but I can't remember the actual name of it. Okay, we got Lieutenant Colonel Herbert B. Lieutenant Colonel Herbert B. Krolnick. 4 cost, Imperial, Solomani, Veteran, Human, Expert level Combat, Train level Admin, as you would with a Lieutenant Colonel. Once per turn, as a reaction, pay 0. After expending a heroic action from your deck, if that heroic action requires a skill Herbert possesses, expending means you pay, and that's one of the heroic action. If the heroic action requires a skill Herbert possesses, move that card to your hand. And Or alternatively, as a reaction, tap Herbert, cancel a heroic action requiring a skill Herbert possesses. Not many cancel effect in this game. Like to see that. We need more of that. School card. Okay, we got Captain Red Jack Ryan. 3 cost, Imperial, Altruistic, Unsavory. Isn't he the agent from Shield? When they did the Agents of Shield and he was in like Iron Man 3? Anyway, expert level pilot. While ready, Red Jack has a train level Jack of all trades, and you can also tap Red Jack Ryan and search your deck for an amiable or altruistic card and move it to your hand. Another search option. I like it. Finally, we got another robot. We need more robots in this game. Wellington Corporation Infotron. A little bit Fallout feeling. 2 cost, corporate government professional, and it has a train level tech. A robot with 3 health. That's new. Armor 1 and mechanical. Armor 1 is pretty good for mechanical units because, of course, mechanical units cannot heal. In the action phase, as an action, you can tap it, pay 1, target connection gains a mayhem counter. If it has mayhem counters equal to or greater than its cost, jettison it. Nice little connection remover. I like it. I like it. It is a bit niche, but I guess there will be decks where this is the choice to go with. Moving on to events. We got Burning Bridges here, 2 cost, Unsavory, jettison target connection, then disperse discard. I like it. Straight up connection remover. And again, there was 1 in Central Supply Catalog. We got 2 here in Rogues Gallery. Good. We're getting more interactions. That's exactly what we need in this game. And perhaps moves a little bit away from just killing each other's crew members all the time. Next one, Subcontracted Consultant, 3 cost, Extravagant, Resourceful, cash, so you have to pay the 3 cost from your hand. Add any 1 advanced capability token to your resource pool. Okay, that's cool. That's cool. Any advanced capability token, they are difficult to come by, and for any deck that doesn't actually produce any advanced ones, this will be a godsend. Moving on to heroic actions. We got Tranked, Chemical, Unsavory. In the action phase, if you got train level medical, tap that medical crew member, target a crew member, tap the target or exert the target, and suppress his skill and text box until end of round. Now, if you got expert level medical, attach as a hindrance to target crew member. The cost for attached crew member to perform an action is increased by 1. Nasty. Love it. And please don't tell me. Oh, thank God. It always creeps me out when they're not in order, and I immediately worry that I didn't get it. Okay, precognition. Finally, another psychic card. Exotic Veteran, Precognition, action phase for train level. Look at the top 3 cards of any captains or adventure deck, then return those cards in any order. So basically, it allows you to scry 3. And with expert level, you can look at up to 2, obviously face down, complications. Okay, that's pretty cool, and that again, that's very much what the psychic characters do normally. It allows you some sort of deck manipulation, which I kind of like. There's just not enough of it. I think that maybe because this isn't like, I don't think this is as powerful as making the cost of attached crew member to perform actions increase by 1, because this is really just manipulating some decks. If you build your decks well enough, you're not going to need much of these cards. So I think the psychic guys do need a little bit more support going forward. Skullduggery, Gearhead, and this is for your underworld characters. Train level, discard 2 cards from target captain's deck. If the discarded cards share a type, discard an additional card. That's pretty cool. Now that could combo with Precognition, but obviously you still, I mean, if this allowed you to look at 10 cards and then you could pull off Skullduggery, train level, then yeah, that would be really cool. It's not going to happen. Expert level as above, and if any of the cards is a gear card, you may choose one gear card and attach it to this acting crew at no cost. And I like that. See, that does that you can get a lot of mileage out of Skullduggery. Soup up, extravagant gearhead professional, trained tech level. Attach this card to a ship upgrade. While attached, the ship upgrade has hardened 1. More difficult to damage them. And for expert level as above, and the cost to generate its abilities is reduced by 1. That's pretty nice actually. Let's see if it combos with our last 2 cards. One of them are Adastra, Inno, Fruflux, Frufrux, 3 cost exotic computer, ship upgrade. Tap it, pay 1. Target crew member you control increases a train skill to expert until the end of the round, then add 1 AI counter to this card. Tap it, pay an AI counter. You get either +1 attack power, or +1 defense power, or +2 speed for your initiative until the end of the turn. That's really nice. And allows you to do it any time you want. And that's really nice as well. And then finally we have Technum LIC Radiation Guard, 0 cost, exploration. Tap it, pay X. X is a credits cost equal to your ship's tons divided by 100. So if you have a 100 ton ship like the Type S Scout, that will be 1. If you have one of the big guys like the, let me think. Don't worry. If you have one of the bigger guys, it will cost you more. Add a basic capability token to your resource pool, only usable if you have a exploration token in your resource pool. This is really going to work well with the Type S Scout, I feel, because that's the one that's going to be producing you survey or exploration tokens. So this is, I mean, even the image is the Scout, so that kind of makes a lot of sense. Okay, cool. Nice to see support for a bunch of different ships, a bunch of different archetypes here. Again, I think there are some stronger, some weaker cards. It would be really nice to know what the errata decision is on skeletal replacement. If you watch this in 5-10 years time and we got an errata decision, I apologize. You can definitely check that out on the Traveller website. If I remember, I'm also gonna probably put it into the description for the video below as well, once we find out what to do with the skeletal replacement. I love Argus Associates, really cool card. I love Chronic, being able to cancel, being able to also use some of those heroic actions. I really like Stuart Smith PhD with the Universal Solvent. That's a neat little combo. I love that eye. So some cracking cards here, really nice. Both Rogues Gallery and the Central Supply Catalog are 100% worthwhile picking up. And you know, if you can, order them from Traveller CCG's website. They are super quick in dispatching stuff, and they also use FedEx, so you should get it quicker than USPS, for example, would deliver it to your house, and it's probably more secure as well. Anyway, guys, I hope you enjoyed this Rogues Gallery Traveller customizable card game expansion opening, and if you haven't yet, make sure you subscribe. Massive like or dislike, however you feel about this video. Leave a comment below. Let's discuss the things. Stay tuned for more stuff to come out. Up until next time, Bastian signing out. Peace.